Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's Rachel Ray here and today we're going to be working on Mad Kitty by Diamond Art Club. Yes, I just did the unboxing and then the kitting up of this painting and now we're just going to get into it. So today's episode is a Wipnchat, which means work in progress and chat. That's where I kind of catch you up on my private life, what's going on, things with the channel. And I'm also going to be doing this Get to Know Me Better tag. It's like a little thing that I started a few months ago. And I just want to see it through to the end. I mean, these questions are really, really good to ask anybody really, but I'm just having fun answering some questions and I love to see your answers too, so don't forget to put them down in the comments below. If you're enjoying yourself, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button before you get distracted and have to leave. Love you. Yeah, let's just get into it. So I am working on the 310 first. I'm not going the whole way around the painting. I think you can see it here. There's black all the way around the outline. Oh, and that scraping noise is my husband. He's mad into gardening right now. So, well, he's always mad into gardening, but he's decided that he's going to make our driveway look nice. So yeah, you might hear some scraping. Sorry, can't help it. If it's too bad, then, you know, I understand. But I'm sure he'll stop eventually because it is hot outside. I've gotten a lot of questions on how to use the wheel tool, which I have right here. There's lots of ways to use this. You can put like a drill pen here and then swivel it, but I prefer to hold it in my hand and I'm going to show you how to do that. I have not used it since Nightbringer. Nightbringer is another Diamond Art Club that I did last year around this time. And yeah, so 310, pour them into the tray. Lots of people ask me how I shake. I just shake side to side until it looks nice and full. And then I tilt downward towards me. And then I tilt sideways, you know, kind of like both at the same time. Rounds are a lot harder to do this with than square, I find. Okay, last thing before we get started, this right here is my Galaxy Twin Kitties, which I have on my Etsy shop. It's not currently there. My shop is still closed because there's no point in opening until the post is allowed to be sent again. So I am just holding off on that. Hopefully it's only another like week or two because I have a lot of really fun stuff for you guys, including more of these Galaxy kitties, which are so cute. Look at them, they're hugging. It's adorable. Anyway, okay. Don't look at my nails. I need to redo my nails. We're going to do just a little bit of 310 here and then I'm going to open a reel section. And by reel, I mean I'm going to do some coloring. Hi, Luna. She's kind of upset because the windows are open and people are doing their lawn stuff. What do you call that noise that's happening next door? It's like a weed whacker or something. Anyway, so we've already done all our chores today. We've done cleaned up the house. We've gone on our WALKIES, which I cannot say that word or she goes bananas. What else did we do today? That's it really. I kind of like stayed in bed as long as I possibly could this morning. Anybody else? Yeah. Case of the Tuesdays, I guess. But I've been feeling kind of lethargic lately and I'm really not sure why. I just feel like not really doing much of anything. But it could just be, you know, it could be a lot of factors, but trying to get motivated to do stuff. In my brain, I'm like, yeah, let's do this. Yeah, no. But it's okay. No judgment. I am all about that, like, relaxing quarantine life right now. We have enough to be worrying about, right? I should have told him that I was going to be filming. Oh well, I'm sure that you've heard that sound before. So how are you guys doing? How is everything going on where you are? I've heard that in the States, some states are opening back up, businesses are getting back to work, et cetera, et cetera. Our lockdown was extended for 2 more weeks. and they're doing 5 phases, so it's going to take a long time for us to be fully operational. They're encouraging people to, if they want to do summer stuff and they want to travel, that they do it in Ireland because, oh, I live in Ireland, by the way, that they travel within Ireland so that we can boost our economy, which I get that. I get that. And there's a lot of places to go, you know, vacation to. And it's a lot easier. It's more simple to vacation in your own country, you know, because you know how to get around and all that kind of stuff. I mean, I love vacationing here, but that's just because, you know, I didn't grow up here. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on right now. Just trying to figure out what our next phase is. I've applied for a job that I really want, but I have not. I did get a number for the interview process, but I don't know when that'll be. So I need to be prepared for that. And fingers crossed that I get the job. I mean, I love making YouTube videos and I love what I do here, but there are kind of benefits that I really, really want in this job, and I need it if I'm going to support my family. You know what I mean? It's been a long year. It's been a very emotional year, and but I'm glad. I'm happy for, you know, the way things are right now, but we're always looking to better ourselves and our families, right? So it's only natural. All right, let me just quickly move this out of the way so my hand isn't in it. So if anybody's wondering what the purpose of the cover minder is, it's basically a needle minder. It's the same premise. You just use it to hold back the cover paper. And I find it really helpful for these clear covers. With a paper cover, you can kind of like just fold the paper back, but with a clear cover, it's all over the place. So that's why I have them. That's why I use them. I have so many. Thank you to everybody who sent me cover minders. I have like a bajillion of them on my filming arm. And I use them not just for the diamond painting now, I use them for the cross stitching as well. So whenever I'm working on a project, there's like, I'll always have a favorite minder to use. Just makes it more fun, you know, enjoyable sometimes. But I'm a dork and I like that kind of stuff. Okay, sorry, my husband came in and we just started chatting. So I just wanted to pause for a minute. So yeah. Oh, I was showing you the wheel tool and I didn't even. This one is from Hand Turned Heaven on Facebook. Oh my gosh, I love it. Thank you so much. The shape is perfect. So how to use the wheel. Let me show you. So basically what I do is I line up as many as I can. Again, with rounds, it's kind of difficult to do that, but you don't have to be perfect, and you don't have to wrap the whole wheel with drills, just like a portion of it is fine. And then I lay down the first diamond and I wheel it across. Now, sometimes you need to be careful because the way that you pick up the diamond will determine how it lays down, and you might have to press and slide the wheel a bit. It's great to practice first, but one thing that you should know that I cannot hide is that they come on crooked. And you will then need to go back later on and kind of straighten them if you want them to look really good. But like, to be honest with you, with the black drills anyway, I don't even notice. Like, I noticed a lot at first with Nightbringer that the drills weren't lined up, and it bugged me while I was doing the diamond painting, but there was no other way to do that diamond painting. I mean, it's literally all 310. You know what I mean? So my advice is just to either If you know it's going to bother you while you're doing it and it's going to make you not want to do it, then don't use the wheel tool. It is not a perfect tool. There's really, I don't even know if there's a perfect way to use it, but if the gapping bothers you and all that stuff, you should probably checkerboard everything and never use a multi-placer. But for me, if there's areas of a lot of 310, then we're going to use the wheel tool, at least as far as I'm concerned, because I'm not as concerned about the placement now as I used to be, because for me, this is just therapy, art therapy more than it is me framing it on my walls. Because I get that question a lot, like, what do you do with your diamond paintings when they're finished? How do you have space in your house for all of those? The truth is that I don't frame them all. I only frame a very small portion of them. The ones that I have framed, I've framed a few in the past that I've never hung up, or I might keep them out for a few months and then I put them away. I mean, there's only a few that I love enough to put out in my home. And one of those is Nightbringer. Nightbringer, Friend of the Maidens, and soon I'll also have the Pocahontas one is going to be framed as well. I have the post review coming this week, but just so you know, I'm giving that away. I'm giving it away framed. I'm not keeping it myself. And then there's a few more that I really want to frame and put up in my house. I want the Tanya, hold on, what's her name? Tanya Shitseva, the Diamond Shop painting. It's called The Ghost Maker. I really, 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 really want that one framed up and put in my house. Where did I put the wheel? There it is. It's invisible. It's hard to see. I want to frame that and put it up here in my room, as well as February by Diamond Shop. And what's another one that I really want to do and frame? Oh, and the one that I'm not allowed to forget. So please don't let me forget this one. I really need to get this done. It's the Almond Blossom. I bought it from the Moon Crescent store, so I'm hoping that it's really good. I haven't finished one of theirs in a long time. I hope the squares are a good quality. If they aren't, then I'm going to get it again. And then there's another one that I've just ordered for you all wondering. I did finally place an order with diamond-paintings.co.uk. It's a UK-based shop, and I ordered a custom. So that is coming, hopefully, but it'll take a long time because, you know, COVID. And that's just the way that it is right now. So yeah, I'm not in a rush or anything. I mean, Christmas is really far away, and I'm not doing the thing that I did last year where I'm forcing myself to do 10 billion paintings at the same time at the end of the year. It's just too much for Miss Rachel to do. I am still only a person. I am not a robot. I can only do so many, and then I get burnt out. And I really, really, really don't want burnout to happen again this year, because I'm just finding my groove again. Though I can attribute most of the groove to the upcoming wax battle challenge video. I still think that I could improve on the video. I could have done a second round of tests and stuff, but that would just take so long. And honestly, you guys, like, it was over a week, and I was sick by the end of it, of having to like turn on the camera every time I sat down to diamond paint, and I was overthinking what I was wearing, and, you know, all this kind of stuff, even though you barely see me in the video. But that's my brain. Welcome to my brain. So yeah. Anyway, I know this isn't much of a tutorial for how to use the wheel tool. It's honestly, I would just recommend that you get it and try it if you're interested, but don't stress yourself out if you're not the kind of person who uses a multi-placer. You're really not going to like this, because, I mean, look at this. You can how many diamonds it could pick up. I mean, in one swoop, you know. You could fill the whole thing, but then it'd be all wobbly and stuff. And I'll show you. You just, can you, yeah, you can see. It takes a lot of concentration for me to be able to do this. But eventually you get like a feel for it. I mean, there's one that's off, but I picked it up wrong. If you pick it up right, it's fine. But I think we're gonna move on from this. So let's just rearrange stuff. And I'm gonna move you. Don't get sick. Okay. So we're gonna move on over here. I'm gonna just leave that alone and we'll move in sections because I've decided to, I was gonna work from the outside in, but then I remembered I have a dog and her hair attaches to everything. So it's much easier for me to work in sections and then move the diamond painting away from me, roll it up away from me, and then that way less dog hair will stick to it. And it's better in the long run, even though, you know, I'd love to like have the diamond painting facing the same way all the time so that the camera could only see the Cheshire Cat face. But the truth is that it's hard to get that together and it's uncomfortable to work on. Do you remember when I did Jesus Blessing by Diamond Art Club for my grandmother's birthday? I worked on that one in a landscape direction. So you could, the camera, as I was talking and filming and stuff, could see the picture in the same aspect that it's meant to be viewed. But it was so difficult because it's so wide. And I find that this is a 71 by 51. And 50 is my sweet spot as far as width goes. Not that I really need to worry about that, but it's just a very comfortable kind of size, is 50 centimeters on one edge. I've gone bigger before, 60, 70, no big deal. But I don't know how, like, some people I follow on Instagram, they work on these massive paintings that are like 140 by 120 or something like that. And I'm just like, wow, how? How do you work on that? I think they must use like a dining table or something, you know? That's big even for me. And I love big diamond paintings, but it's a little too big for me. If we run out, like if I need to move, I'll move, but I think that's a good amount to do today for our Wipnchat. Oh, something I would love to mention before I forget, because I have the memory of a gnat, is that my friend Chris R, I definitely talked about her before with the Diamond Shop custom order that she was making for her local clinic where she gets her infusions for cancer. She wanted to make the Hope, Love, Cure, I believe. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I'm having a brain moment. You know what I'm talking about, right? I'll put a picture. She has gotten the confirmation that it's on the way. It's being FedExed to her right now, so she might even have it, and I haven't seen the message yet. But she told me yesterday that it's on the way. There's an unboxing. You know the way that Diamond Shop, if you buy from them, they box up your kit on camera, but they reverse it so it looks like it's an unboxing video. It's kind of cute. I highly recommend checking out Diamond Shop. They have a really good selection and they work with artists to give you licensed images. They also have a really good quality of diamond painting, so please check them out. But if you're interested in purchasing the canvas that Chris got and that she had custom made, they actually are selling it now as an image that you can get from them. So have a look. and see if it's something that you'd like. It is massive, but they even sent her like special gems and everything to enhance it with, and that's so sweet. And that's the kind of companies that I like to work with. So yeah, it says a lot in my opinion, and I love the little touches and the gifts and everything. It's really nice, especially if you're only buying diamond paintings to display them. That's an excellent shop to go for, because you know you're gonna get the best quality that they can possibly give you. Okay, that is it for tea. These two over here. This section is gonna go super fast, isn't it? Maybe I'll open this up. Okay, here we go. Unedited. Unedited. I'm going to do a big no-no and use my embroidery scissors to cut the paper. So, kitties, you have to move. I'm gonna cut it right about here. That looks to be center. And then, this is why I use washi tape. Let me get it. Okay, so this is some washi tape that I got on Amazon. It came in a pack of 3 rolls, or 3 rolls of many rolls. Does that make sense? I just saw this one and I thought this would go really well with the colors, so let's do this. So I'm gonna find that little slit that I made, yeah. And I'm gonna put the washi tape down like so. And I'm just gonna follow the line of the drills there. I hope you can see what I did. See that? So that's gonna keep me, that's gonna make me from going over this line when I go to diamond paint, because, let's see, I'll move this a little bit. I can keep going. I'm just being extra careful not to spill my drills. Which, my heart goes out to all of you who are parents of young children. I saw someone on the group, Crafters Anonymous, with Mrs. Crochet and Coffee and Rachel Ray. Someone posted up a picture of their, was it their 2-year-old, who found their drills while she was cooking dinner and spilled all of them onto the table. I was like, oh my gosh, poor woman. I don't have to deal with that kind of nonsense. I guess that's the blessing of not having kids. Although I know that they're a treat and they're lovely and they're great, but wow. You must have the patience of a saint. Okay, we have now, you can't see me anymore, but I've just gone all the way down. All the way down the canvas with that washi tape. And literally all that's gonna do is just tell me where to stop diamond painting. So then I'm gonna take this piece and I'm gonna hold down the washi tape. You could use a ruler or something. I don't have one on me, but I'm just gonna pull it against the washi tape. I know I'm being really quiet. And just using the tape as a guide. There we go. Like so. And now I have a section. I don't like to make sections too much bigger or wider than my hand, because then your hand will stick in it. So we'll just do that today, and I'll use my cover minder instead of tearing this section. But it's nice to know where to stop, you know? Not necessary by any means, but it does kind of make it more fun when you have a clear cover and you don't feel like taking it off and replacing it, which I'm going to be completely honest, you guys, I don't really understand it. I understand the crinkling plastic sounds can be annoying, but it doesn't bother me enough that I take it off completely. I get really nervous. I've only replaced the clear cover on one diamond painting before, and when I used the parchment paper, now this is a non-stick baking paper, not wax paper, You have to test it out first and everything. But the one time that I did use my parchment paper, I just didn't like how the glue looked afterwards. It didn't look as sticky. I think it was just as sticky, but the shininess was gone. I didn't like it. So I just never did it again. But, you know, to each their own, whatever you want to do. But I think that if you take off the original cover, you run the risk of possibly messing it up, which is why I don't take the risk. You know what I mean? So that is that. Wow, I feel like this video has been nothing but a ramble. Sorry, y'all. Yeah, so it is Wednesday. Oh, let me tell you a few funny things that happened to me. So have you ever, okay, for all of you who live alone, you probably feel my pain on this, but I was taking a shower the other day and I decided I'm going to treat myself. I'm going to do all the things and more. So I'm in there and I told y'all that I bought this like water pick thing that's battery operated. Well, not battery operated. It's a rechargeable water pick that, you know, you can bring it. They recommend in the Amazon review that you bring it into the shower. And I definitely see why, because there is no way that you could use this water pick over your sink. Like water would just go everywhere. So, so it has been regulated to the shower. So I use it in the shower. So I water picked my gums, you know, and I'm in there and I'm like, hygiene is cool, man. And I washed my hair and I have the conditioner setting in, a really nice conditioner. Like quarantine has got me digging through my backup stock of, you know, all the shampoo I refuse to use because I was like, no, I'm saving this for a rainy day. Anybody else do that? Yeah, I do that. And then it goes bad or something. I don't think the shampoo goes bad, but you know what I mean. I have all this bath soap that people have given me over the last, like, I don't know how many years, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I'm in there. I shaved. I was about to say emulsified. No, I did not emulsify. I exfoliated. I was like going to town, soaping up and everything. And then I washed my face like 3 different times with 3 different soaps. I was like, I'm having the shower of my life right now. I mean, give it to me, okay? Because I'm not going to have a bath. My bathtub is the home for the cleaning products in my bathroom. Like, yeah, no. So anyway, I spent all this time and I'm completely sudsed from head to foot. And then all of a sudden, the power in the shower turns off and there's no more water. Just like that. Just like that. Just off. I'm standing there dripping, screaming, James, help me. Help. Are you there? And no answer. He's not home. Or I figure he's outside or something, you know, in the garden or something. And I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do? So I get out dripping and soap everywhere. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is disgusting. There's soap. I grab a towel and I start like rubbing it was such a weird feeling, rubbing the soap off my skin instead of like, you know, gently patting myself dry and letting myself air dry like normal, like they recommend. I was just like, oh, get it off me. And then I get to the sink and turn on the faucet, lean my head over, you know, this is like real struggle. I'm like trying to rinse off my hair in the sink. And then all of a sudden the water in the sink runs warm. And I was like, are you joking me? That means that the water heater is working, which means that only the shower power went off, not like the whole power to the house. Just the switch to the shower. I was so upset. I was like, why me? Why the universe? Anyway, so there I am in the sink, washing my hair and my face off and trying to get all this soap off. It was the funniest thing ever. James comes home, like, I guess it was maybe 5 or 10 minutes later, and I was just like, I'm done with today. I'm done. Today is over. I've already lived today. Can I go to sleep and have tomorrow, please? And he was like, what happened? I'm like, you left in my moment of need. No, but it was funny. I was like, you can never leave that house again when I'm having a shower. And it's been, that was Sunday, I think. And today I just, he was gone for a really long time. Then he came back and then he was gone again for ages. And I was like, I can't wait anymore to have a shower. I need to have a shower right now. So I took a shower today, and the whole time I'm like, every time I suds a part of my body, I would like immediately rinse it. I think I've been traumatized. Legit. It was so awful. Anyway, no, it was pretty funny. I'm sure I will survive. I'm sure it'll be fine. But yeah, that was a thing that happened. Yeah, I think that's pretty much the only funny thing that happened. The weekend was amazing with, the chatting with friends, and we, the new release for one of these stitch along patterns for cross stitching released, and we watched the video with the team, and it was so much fun. It really is fun. Crafting with friends is awesome. And I think cross stitching has really brought that together because of this one program, this one group. So I'm really excited for it. I'm here for it. I'm living for it. And the wax in my pen is most definitely gone. Okay, let's just refill while we talk. All right, so dreams. Dreams is today's topic. So I had a really weird dream the other day. I dreamt that my grandmother was talking to me. She passed away a few years ago. Now this was a few days ago, but I dreamt that that we had a conversation, and it was really touching because I lost her when I was 18. And so, she never really got to see me grow up. She didn't see where I was able to go with, with what I was given and the opportunities that I had. But I do feel like she's with me, and I feel like sometimes she visits me in my dreams. So it's I don't know, it's really sweet, or at least I choose to think that. Maybe it's just her memory. Maybe it's just, synapses firing or whatever. I don't want to say that she's an angel. I don't really do that kind of thing, but I do think that, sometimes it's great to have these reminders that, the people that have passed before us remember us, or it's just a nice thought to think that. But anyway, I digress. It was a really nice moment, and I miss her terribly. So the topic for today is dreams for this Get to Know Me Better tag. And so the first question is number 151 on the list. If you're interested, the link is down below in the description. You can follow along, you can answer, or you can use them on your channel too. Why not? I love getting to know people better and see how they react in situations and stuff. So the first one says, if you could do anything besides what you're doing now, what would you do? I would love to go lay on the beach. If it was hot enough, I would absolutely go and lay on the beach right now. I found a really nice spot where it's super secluded, and it means that nobody else will be there. And that's the spot where, I think I said it last week, I took Luna there with a friend. We just went for a really long walk together, and we kept our distance and everything, don't worry. But we went down this path that they had marked off for tourism purposes, and I was like, I've never been down here before. What is this about? So we go down to the end, of this little path, and there's this kind of rocky outcropping right at the sea. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. So we went to it. We went up to the edge of the water and everything, and then Luna just full on jumped in. And she doesn't do that. She doesn't have she doesn't have an inclination to water. She's not a water dog, you know, she's not like a golden retriever or anything, or any kind of dog like that. She's a herding dog, so like they don't really do water. But she was so happy, and she was flouncing around and flopping in the water and trying to lay down in it. It was so cute. So I decided to take James there a few days ago. I think it was Friday. Yeah, it was Friday. That was the day that we ordered pizza. This is how I structure my life now. On which day was it based on the takeout that I can buy? Anyway, so we went to this place, and I was like, now watch her, and I let her off the lead, and he was shocked because normally that is not her MO at all. So that was super cute. And the sun was setting, and it was beautiful, and I miss the beach. I miss kind of just lounging and in public spaces. You know, that's something that I really want to do when everything opens up again, is just to go to the beach and, you know, listen to children laughing. And I know that sounds funny, but I don't have kids, and I used to be a teacher, or I am a teacher, but I just currently am not teaching. The job that I always do in the summertime obviously was canceled because of what's happening, and so I really miss the interactions that I usually get with teenagers and kids. And for me, summertime is all about having fun and making lots of memories. And so, yeah, not being able to do those things this year has really kind of been difficult for both James and I. And I'm sorry if you could hear that. That's him pottering around with his podcasts on. But that's the story of our life right now, is just, you know, trying to do that. So if I was anywhere right now, it would be the beach with my friends and stuff. All right. 152. What do you regret not doing in the last year? Ooh. I can hear some people, they're like, you should have gotten your driver's license. I should have finished it. Hi, Luna. What's going on? She's been very cuddly lately. I'm making a video. Do you want to see all the peoples? You can't see them. I think they can't see you either. Look at this. We now interrupt our normal Wipnchat for a little bit of Luna time. I guess it's only right that you get your time to shine in a Wipnchat. She took over my floss tube last week. What's up, darling? We already did the thing that you love to do, and I already gave you food. Yeah, you have food. You have food. Go eat. Every time I say food, she licks her lips because that's her signal. That's her signal that she's hungry. You have it. Go eat. Okay. Bye-bye. Or go lay down. She wants me to be in the room with her when she eats. Excuse me while I drink water. Dogs. She's basically a cat. If I don't do what she says right now. Yeah. So yeah, that's what's going on right now. Aside from a whole bunch of editing this week, which I'm happy to do because these videos are going to be so fun. So fun. Oh my gosh. But what do I regret not doing in the last year? I guess it must be just, stupid little stuff like maybe I should have gotten my driver's license when I had a chance to, or maybe I don't know, spending more money. Though I think we saved a lot actually last year. But anyway, I'd say that's probably it. What about you guys? 153 says, what's on your bucket list? I actually, funny story, I do a bucket list lesson every year. And it's one of my favorite lessons to give for ESL, because you really get kids to open up and they get to learn stuff about each other. And they learn that it's okay to have a different opinion than their friends, depending on the age levels, you know. But I'm talking about teenagers, and I know how hard it is to be a teenager, and I know how it felt to want to be part of a big group. And, you know, like, there's a lady that just stopped outside our house. But wanting so badly to be accepted and be a part of a group, but at the same time really not liking what they were doing. So that lesson for me is a great teaching moment for teen psychology. But anyway, I move on. I digress. On my bucket list, I mean, mostly it's just traveling to different countries and trying new food, because you know that I love food. Like, every time I walk into a conversation, it turns into food, because I'm just obsessed with trying different foods from all around the world. It's my favorite thing. I wish I could get paid for that. I'm sure that I can, but I just don't. It would suck the fun out of it, I think, you know. So that's a thing. Oh, it's our friend. Okay, anyway, it's all good. She's not coming up here. 154. If you had unlimited money to start your own business, what would it be? Probably a cross-stitching business, to be honest. Everything is so pretty, and I would love to have a little store here, or, you know, like a little coffee shop that had books in it so people could just sit and read and drink coffee. Like, I'd love that. I would not want to work as a barista, but I would love to own it and help run it and organize events and stuff like that. Like, that's my jam. I'd love to organize little sit downs and like music nights and open mic nights, poetry nights, that kind of thing. Yeah, I would love that. 155. If you found out today was your last day on Earth, what would you do? I'd probably go somewhere that I feel connected to. I mean, there's lots of things that I would want to do, like call my family and, you know, I don't know, make a difference. Maybe make sure that I give all my money to my husband, you know, stuff like that. Silly, stupid stuff like that. But I mean, well, it's not stupid. Silly stuff. But mostly I'd probably just want to like hug my dog and lay in bed with my husband and enjoy the last few hours together. But that's very grim, and I don't want to think about that, so I'm going to move on. 156. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be? I think that's pretty easy. I already live where I want to live in the world. I don't think I always thought that I would end up in Ireland, although some of my family members say that it was meant to be, that I was destined to come here because of our family history, etc. But it wasn't on my mind when I was growing up. When I was growing up, the only place I ever wanted to live for real was Japan. And it's still up there. It's still high on the list. But I'll be honest with you, when we ended up in Ireland, I was looking for the first few months, looking for the next place to go because that's how I had been living my life for so long. That's Lena. That's how I've been living my life for a really long time. And then I realized that I lived in probably the most beautiful place ever. And I didn't want to move. And things have gotten hard. You know, there have been some really tough times where we've really struggled financially and emotionally, certainly, from living here. But honestly, I think I live in the place that I most want to live now. Truthfully, even if it means that I have to make my own Italian dressing and live without ranch and have to keep explaining why chicken and waffles is the best breakfast ever. Don't understand why people need that explained to them. It is literally the best breakfast in the world. No, but I love it here. So, right here. Okay, 157. A genie gives you 3 wishes. What are they? I'm guessing you can't wish for unlimited wishes. That's pretty taboo. I think I would ask for long life, a long healthy life, and to not have to worry about money. I've never worried about money per se. There have been some times where I've had to because, yeah, without getting too far into it, you know, like having to decide on which brand of bread to buy this month was my life for a long time. And I still kind of live on the principle of you get what you need before you get what you want. But thankfully in the last few years, obviously things have been a lot better. Let me just make sure I'm getting the right one. It's 939, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. It's these symbols, and because I turned the canvas, I was like, what? It's fine. It's fine. I got it. Someone asked me if I was gonna wait and save all the glow in the dark drills for last. No, I'm gonna put them on as I'm putting on all the other drills because I don't want problems in my glue. So I don't want there to be like gaps and problems in the glue by leaving them blank. I think it would look kind of funny as well. Big trucks. Sorry, guys. But yeah, look at those drills. Look how shiny they are. Amazing. Love them. All right, let's move on. If you had 158, if you had the opportunity to be immortal, would you take it? Yeah. Like, I don't understand. Okay. Yes, because I love knowledge and I want to live, like, that's why I would want to live forever. I would really want to, and I keep reloading my pen because I'm too lazy to unload it first. And that's a problem. If you use patty wax, you need to completely unload the pen before you reload the pen, just so you know. Yeah, I don't understand why people have such an issue with that in books and stuff. Like, this is a bad example, but Anne Rice wrote Vampire Chronicles collection, which, guys, by the way, I'm not sure if I'm going to continue. I get it now, Jen. I get it now. I don't think she watches my videos, but it just keeps going on and on and on and on and on and on, and it's too wordy, and I'm sorry, it's really annoying me now. But in those books and in other authors' books about vampires, you know, and fantasy and all this stuff, the people are like super afraid of being immortal, and I'm like, why is that even a problem? Luna, please don't. The people don't like it. Don't. Sorry, guys. So yeah, I'm like, why is that a problem? I mean, I know that the conditions of being a vampire are a little bit, sour. People don't want to be, just awake for nighttime and never see another sunrise. And, besides being blood-sucking murderers, if you can just be immortal without being evil, sure, why not? Yeah, of course. I'll live forever. Why not? I think some people are like, oh, well, you'll get tired of seeing all the people that you love die and all this stuff. And that's true, but I mean, you'll know everything. Eventually, you'll be like the wisest Yoda ever. I don't know. That's how I choose to look at the question anyway. And they misnumbered. Uh-oh. Okay, the next one, which is not 158. Which famous person in history would you want to spend the day with? Famous person from history. That's a good question. But I don't know. I mean, if I have to choose somebody, I have to choose somebody who I find fascinating and interesting. The first person that comes to mind is Oscar Wilde. And I mean like Oscar in his prison days Wilde, because I think that's when he became most interesting. Yeah, not Oscar when he was just a pretty boy, but Oscar when he had plenty of life experience and yeah, sure. Oscar Wilde, why not? I'd pick his brain. Next up, which is also numbered incorrectly, is if you could time travel, when and where would you go? I'd want to go forward. I'd want to go forward and not backward. And I'd say that maybe fast forward like 100 years, because I don't want anyone that knows me now to see me. I'd be like that picture of the guy wearing sunglasses like way back in the 20s or whatever. I'd be that person. It's like, hey guys, what's up? I don't know if you've seen that or you know what I'm referencing to, but it's like a conspiracy of time traveling based on this one photo. And I don't know if it was doctored. It must have been doctored, but it's a guy wearing sunglasses in like the 1920s. And he looks like he's from the 90s. Yeah. It's probably Keanu Reeves. Okay, next is also misnumbered. Do you think you'll likely accomplish all of your dreams? I think I will try. And that's enough for me. Like, as long as I try to do all the things actively that are possible, then yeah, why not? But dreams aren't always meant to be done exactly. It's the way, the method of springboarding yourself into your next move. And dreams help you to form goals and move forward with your life, which can be really scary. But not all dreams are meant to happen. But maybe by trying to achieve them, you can encourage or motivate someone else to do them as well. Sorry, I got really deep there. All right. 159, finally. If you could magically become famous, would you want to? No, I don't. I don't want to become famous like that. No. I think that it takes a lot of work, a lot of hard work for me. That's what I want, is I want to work hard and I want to earn whatever I get. So I wouldn't want to magically just become anything. There's no quick fix. You can't just, like, you can buy your followers, you can buy your fame, but like anyone I've ever seen who became famous overnight had serious issues. So no, I don't want that. I already have enough problems. No, thank you. And 160. If you could relive one moment in your life, which would it be? What would it be? The cop-out answer is my wedding day. It really was the best day because it was so low-key. And it wasn't rehearsed, and there was no pressure, and we were just so happy. My face hurt from smiling so much. And I was really, really, really happy. James's dad was there, like, it would just be really nice to do that over again. Yeah. That was really fun. There was also this day I went to Japan with a friend of mine named Tara, and we decided to stay in this hostel for a few days in Kyoto. And we met a group of couch surfers because she was in their online group and they were having like a meetup. We weren't couch surfing in Japan. We just went to this meetup of I guess it was just a meetup for expats and stuff or whatever, but I mean there were Japanese people there too. No problem with that. But we ended up on this lake or this riverside, which is pretty famous. But we ended up, having some sake and going down by the river and waiting for the fireworks to start for this festival. Because, there's festival days in the summer and all that stuff. It was late August and, it was so beautiful and it was so much fun. We bought these fans to cool ourselves down because it was so hot. It gets very muggy, very humid in Japan, at least in the center, southern central. And down in the south, it was just like unbearably hot and sticky. So we all have our fans and stuff. And my friend Tara bought a Hello Kitty fan. And it was just a paper fan, but with this fan came these 3D glasses, and I don't know why. I was like, why are there 3D glasses? So they had this weird, okay, I'm going to stop saying weird. They had this really different thing about them in which when you looked through the lenses, not only were they two different colors, but then when you looked at the light, you would see little kitties all over your vision. So it like mirrored these little Hello Kitty faces all over your vision. Later on in the night, we finally figured out what they were for, because as the fireworks went off, there were like thousands of little Hello Kitty faces all over our vision. It was amazing. Okay, that wasn't the reason why that's the one thing that I would want to relive. It was just the whole experience. We met loads of new people, some of which I still keep in contact to this day with. It was spontaneous and fun, totally unrehearsed, excited joy and glee. And those are things that I get from traveling. and, you know, it's just joy. There's no sorrow, there's no pain, you know, just good times. And that's how I've kind of, I guess, my little ode to myself is that every moment should be joy-filled. And I love that. I love the feeling of just kind of letting go of that expectation and not thinking about it like as in, oh, this is this day and we have to do this, this, and this, or else I'm going to be mad and I'm going to hate it forever and I'm going to look back on this as a sour memory, which is kind of the way I grew up a little bit. Expectation was real. Everything had an expectation. There was no room for creativity or spontaneity. It was all rehearsed or planned. And so, yeah, those little moments just really, really fill me with a lot of joy. So yeah, guys, sorry, that was a little deep and weird, but weird again. Yeah, I don't know. These questions make me think differently, you know, than your standard question, which is why I like them so much and why I would want to hear from other people how they interpret these questions as well. It really is really nice to listen to your responses. So if one of those questions strikes a chord with you, I'd love to hear your response. And I want to say thank you all for your patience with me answering comments. I know I'm a little bit behind. I do try my best to keep up on top of them, but there are some days where that's really hard. So thank you for understanding. I do read them all, and I do really appreciate them all. Thank you to everyone who has watched today, and I hope you enjoyed spending some time with me. I hope you enjoyed diamond painting or crafting, doing whatever it was you were doing today. I will have another, you know, sit down and chat with me next week as well, but I'm thinking about breaking out the old beaded cross stitch. What do you think? Should we put in a few more beads? I'm thinking about doing it. So if you'd like to see that, let me know down below. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up when you're leaving, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care, everybody. Bye.